Hello YouTube, Military Reviews UK here, and today we're going to be looking at the Avon CT12 gas mask. Now the CT12 is a derivative of the S10 series of gas masks. Other variants of the S10 include the FM12, the AR10, the N10 and the SF10. Don't think I've missed any out there. The CT12 is, I believe the CT in it stands for counter-terrorism, so this would have been used by special forces that specialise in that kind of thing. I'm not sure if it's still in use. I'm pretty sure it is. The FM12 is still definitely in use. I think it's in use with Norway and Polish special forces, and I'm sure other countries too. The AR10, I've no idea if that's still in use, don't know much about it, but that was a police issued variant. The SF10 I don't know anything about at all, but that's another special forces one. And the N10 was a civilian issued version, and the S10 is a standard infantry and pretty much across the whole armed forces issued gas mask. So the CT12 here, you'll notice a few differences between it and the S10. I've got an S10 here to compare it with, so that's the S10. Let's just zoom out there so we can get both in shot. So there you go, this is the CT12 and this is the S10. So one of the main differences you'll notice is the eyepieces. The CT12s are slightly smaller and they don't have as big of an indentation, if you can see that there. Whereas the S10 has much larger eyepieces and a much deeper indentation. Another difference is the CT12 here doesn't have a drinking tube. So you can see out there, it's sealed off at the bottom and just there. Then on the S10, see the drinking tube there and there. The CT12 still uses pieces of the S10, for example this front cover here. Now on the CT12 it's upside down, hence the I'm not sure what they're called, these lines here are in different positions, and so is the lever attachment, which is up there on here, it's here on the S10. And you can see in the CT12, if I take the filter off, you can see just there where there is a hole where a drinking tube would go. On the CT12, it's got a flat edge to the facepiece. There's no sort of hood catch or lip, whatever you want to call it. Whereas on the S10, there's a big latch or catch here for a NBC hood. On the CT12, there are two filter ports. So you've got one here, then there's one here with a removable plug, and I'll show you that in a moment. On the S10, it's just one filter tube, filter input, just there. Then on the other side, there's a secondary voice diaphragm, where you can attach a microphone or use other radio or telecommunications equipment. So let's have a look at the CT12 and its dual filter port. Knocking the camera a bit there. So, the easiest way to remove it I find is just use a coin, although I'm sure there's a special tool for it. And it just twists out. There, two filter ports. Now that could be used so you can adjust for either right-handed or left-handed shooting, or you can attach, two filters if you're going to be in an NBC environment for a while. Obviously these are two different filters, but there's a good demonstration of what it would look like with two filters attached. Just there. And looking at the back, there's more differences. On the S10, there is a rubber head harness just there, and this is what the harness adjustment clasps or latches, whatever you want to call them, look like. And then here is the CT12. It's got a fabric mesh head harness with elasticated straps, and this is what the clasps look like. A bit different. And looking at the inside of the mask, they're both pretty much the same, apart from obviously the lack of a drinking tube. So this is what it looks like on the inside of the CT12. Sorry for the poor lighting in there, you can just see it in there. And this is what the S10 looks like on the inside. Yeah, pretty much the same, just you got the drinking tube there. So the CT12 is actually really lightweight compared to the S10. So that's why it would have been used by Special Forces as opposed to infantrymen. Special Forces wouldn't have wanted a heavier version. But yeah, just feeling it in your hand, the CT12 is definitely much lighter than the S10. So this CT12 is in a size 3, which I think is a size small, and that does not fit my head size, but let's try it on anyway and see what it looks like. Okay, here we go. Let's try this on. I'm not sure if the head harness is adjusted. Probably not. No, not at all. Let's adjust that up. There's the thing. Can't find it. Oh, there it is. So yeah, the head harness is really easy to adjust. It's much easier than the S10 to adjust. This is quite small. But yeah. There you go. I don't know if you guys can hear me that well. I don't know how good the speech diaphragm on this is. Yeah, obviously this is a size small, size too small. So it's not a particularly good seal down the bottom here. But the seal everywhere else is fine. That's not very good, I can't block the XL valve off. Seal does seem to be okay though. Let's see if you can shoulder a rifle well. Well, it's quite difficult. It's possible. You just have to squish the mask a bit for it to be able to see down the sights. But that's possible, and that is actually quite good. You can do that quite easily actually. So you could shoulder a rifle. Just this example isn't very comfortable because it's a size small. The seal is good, and the head harness is very easy to adjust. So I'm not sure when the CT12 was first introduced into service. I have a feeling it was sometime during the 90s, probably mid-90s, but this one in particular is dated for 1995. And yeah, it's a really solid mask. It's very similar to the FM12. The FM12, the only difference as far as I'm aware is the fact it has a drinking tube. I'm not sure why the CT12 doesn't. I think probably to do with weight. But yeah, it's a very solid mask. If you're thinking about buying one of these, I'd say definitely go for it. They're very hard to find, and they're very good. Still perfectly serviceable for use today. So that's pretty much it for this video. There isn't too much online about these, so I couldn't really find any info, so I've just sort of focused on the mask itself. But yeah, if you have any questions about the CT12, just feel free to leave them in the comments and I'll try and find out some info for you. So yeah, thank you very much for watching. I'll see you in the next video.